everyone, Sky Doctor. Welcome back. It's not really a repair tutorial. This video is going to be about how good of a teacher I am. So I have a special guest. I'm going to introduce him in a little bit. But first, let's introduce our patient today. Today's patient is a 2015 Chrysler 200 with the 3.6 Pentastar in it. May I say, it's a very nice car. Just do a little showcase of it. All right, so today's tools we're going to be using. My special guest got the wrong brand of spark plug. Bosch does not go in Chrysler. So just want to point that out. Got an intake gasket, lower and upper, Velcro. That's the part number, 97204. And of course, let me grab the cooler. So we got the cooler here. Pretty sure this came from online somewhere because normally the store ones come with the not gaskets, but the sensors. So let me introduce our guest. Well, this is my brother Ralph. I guess what would be your mechanical experience? Just
intermediate.
Yeah, intermediate. So if he can do it, anybody can do it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get Ralph to go ahead and remove that engine cover. So
Taking this off.
And it just pulls right up like that. So I almost forgot the tools that we're gonna be using. My favorite little socket set, some wrenches, of course, a torque wrench, and I have, because you're gonna need a E10, I think, for these both, or E8, and it's in this set right here. I think it's E8. Let's see. Yes, it's an E8. So I'm just gonna lay it down right there and get this off the table. All right, Ralph. First thing we're gonna do is grab a flathead and remove your intake tubing there.
Oh, from right here?
Yep. Couple of turns should work. That's good. And the next thing you're gonna do is, okay, so it's not the easy clip on. You can go ahead and remove it from right here too. I thought I was just gonna pull the whole box out the way.
Nothing is easy on this car.
Then now this 3.6 Pentastar is a transverse mounted engine, meaning it's a front wheel drive configuration. You probably see a lot of rear wheel drive configurations on my on my other videos. Now it's a sensor back there. That's an air intake sensor. Go ahead and unplug that. Probably gonna be hard with them gloves on.
I might have to take the gloves off.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get too dirty. It's more dusty than dirty.
Yeah.
You feel the clip?
Yeah, but
And that's one of these little locking clips back here. Let me see. Oh, it's broken one.
somebody that's working on it and broke it.
Yeah, we can just pull it up. Let me see. I can't see. Okay, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got it.
it was right here.
Oh,
So let me.
was a push.
Yeah, let me go grab. It's a tool I have for these.
it's a pry tool.
Yeah. So we got the little pry tool. I can never find this when I'm looking for it, but it makes things a lot easier. Pry that one out.
Yep. It do. Because you don't have to break it.
Yep. Or fiddle
Is there
around
another
with
one?
it. No, you can just
Move this.
pull, yeah. Now you may want to pull this out the way and unplug it so you won't break it. We can just unplug it from right here
Oh.
and
well,
undo the
this.
connector. All right. Now the next thing we're gonna do is just continue unhooking all the wires from the upper intake.
So,
Yeah, that's the throttle body. That is some kind of map sensor. Probably be best to get the screwdriver, the flathead that I gave you, and push that tab back.
Yeah, because it's kind of stubborn.
There you go. Now you can squeeze it. Cool. And that just pulls right up.
I got a zip tie on it.
No, it pulls right up. It's
Oh, yes.
yeah, if you want to slide this flathead under there and pry it up, that'll probably be easiest.
Yeah, because it's kind of on there.
Yeah, it's metal biting into plastic. That's why it's like that. There you go.
Okay.
Now, next thing, go ahead and continue to undo your vacuum lines and all your rubber hoses. Now, you can probably use that pry tool to pry it out of that screwdriver.
Pry it back.
Yeah. You must have been watching my videos. You did that good.
You gotta pull it the right way.
And be gentle while you're doing it.
Yep. Because you don't want to
Split that rubber.
split the rubber.
Gotta hate it when that happens.
Yeah. A little bit. Well,
And this stuff has never been taken off, so that's why it's so hard.
it's kind of sticky.
Yeah. Perfect. Don't stick yourself.
No. Nope. So I'm working it off.
Bam. There we go. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is take this crankcase vent hose off. Get that out your way. It's another one of the push pins. And this should just pull right out. You may just be able to just leave it out, turn it out the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really in the way. You don't have to take it off.
Not really.
Now, the next thing we're gonna do before we start unbolting it is this is held on by some tin. It's got some brackets. So it's two of them. I think it's one up front
Oh.
right here.
I see the little screw.
Then it's some more back here.
Hey, this is a nice ratchet wrench.
Oh yeah, it's very expensive too. Snap-on.
Hey, it works good, man.
Yeah.
Save you a few minutes.
So just make sure you don't drop it.
Nope, that's how you loosen it.
Yeah, loosen it.
Grab it with your hand.
Perfect.
Tighten up. All right. And this one right here.
Yeah. I was just about to point that out, but you beat me to it.
Yeah, they kind of hidden. Cause if you're not looking, you'll miss them.
Push that wire on. That wire on. There you go.
There you go.
It's in the way.
It's loose now.
And the last one is up there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Now, it's right here too.
Oh, we got two right back here.
Now you may have to remove that back bracket, that back one, so you can slide it back because it's kind of sandwiched in right now. It's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I gotta figure out where it's attached to down here.
Oh, that bracket.
Yeah. So it looks like it's a 13 right here.
Yep.
So because we got to remove that bracket. It looks like it's just one. Because what's going to happen once we take the intake bolts off, it's not going to go nowhere. It's going to be like stuck in place because you got a bracket right here. You got a bracket, 2 brackets up here. It's not going to go either forward or backwards. And it's not going to come up because there's studs sticking out. So it's sandwiched in. So undo the wiring harness. I'm going to give you this 13. You see it right there?
Oh, right here.
Yeah, it's down in there. Let's see if I can see it on camera. Yeah. Bam. That one right. Let me see. Can I point to the show the viewers right there. So here you go. It shouldn't need any pliers. It should just work. I got it out the way. Just a little magic touch. All right, now.
No, it's in the light.
Oh man, that light. I got a light right here. Bam, a real light.
That works. Make sure you're going the right way.
Yeah. Should be a 13. I just guessed.
I think you guessed right.
Cool. I win. My little game I be playing, guessing the boats. A car don't like something.
No.
It's not loose enough.
Nope. Go some more. I thought it was loose. Well. Okay. All right.
Now you should be able to undo it by hand.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. It's moving.
Okay, there you go.
It just. It's a little warm.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Man, what you doing with this value craft battery in here?
Yeah, at the time, see, we had the budget.
Get you a real battery.
That's just a temporary
Oh,
battery.
I got you.
Still. Oh, okay. It's loose now. This is a long boat.
It may be loose enough where you can just push it out the way. Like,
Let's see.
no.
No.
You're gonna have to completely remove it.
It's kind of in there.
Don't climb up here. You're trying to jump up here. Did it anyway.
I will help her.
We don't need no help. Go.
Nope. It's still in there. It's in a little tight spot. You really can't get a grip.
Let me see if I can grip it.
You really can't get a grip on it.
Oh man, it comes right off.
Oh.
You don't have the plier hands.
Oh, man.
There you go.
All right.
Now it should just, yeah, there we go. Now,
Just slide out the way.
yep, just leave it right there. Next thing I'm gonna do is set up for, I'm gonna go grab my electric ratchet, and these are 8mm. It's a series of them. So I'm gonna go grab my electric ratchet to make things a little bit easier. So I got the ratchet, electric ratchet. Now remember guys, it's okay to take off stuff with the electric ratchet, but when putting it back on, you want to hand tighten stuff, especially dealing with these plastic intakes. All right, you can go ahead and remove them. Should be in there. Oh, you got it wrong. You got the 8 flipped up.
What the hell?
You
Really?
stuck it in there wrong.
Really?
There you go.
Rookie mistake.
It's all good. Don't push it forward.
Those don't come out.
Yeah, you can get them out. But
We're not gonna do
nah,
that.
I'm leaving them there. It's fine. Don't forget these off in this hole right
Down
here.
in the hole.
It's like
I would have forgot those.
so. You got one more over here. All right, now you see how it's moving. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Now, like I always tell my good people on YouTube, just now it would be the perfect time just to check over everything, just to make sure there's nothing else connected. So do that now.
Yep.
I'll give you a real light. Here you go.
So it's disconnected.
Because you just don't want to snatch up on stuff. That's how stuff get broken.
Nothing over here connected.
Oh, looks well.
Looks good.
And quick tip, it tells you the torque spec on the intake here.
Oh, it does?
Yep, 7 to 9 Newton meters.
Oh. How handy are the
Yeah.
engineers?
Surprisingly.
They finally did something right.
So go ahead and grasp.
Ready to come up?
Yep, grasp that. Since the bracket, we left this bracket, you're going to have to pull up and go forward. Try to go forward with it. Your car is very finicky. Or you're hitting the key thing in your pocket.
The key thing.
So grab it from up here and lift up like that.
Oh, like this.
Uh-huh.
And set this out the way.
Yep, that is the upper intake. Now we're going to work on the lower. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this. Go ahead and remove the sound deadening material. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this, guys. What I like to do, because this fuel line is under pressure, so what I normally do is just disconnect the lower intake and pull it up and just set it to the side after you unplug your injectors. So let's go ahead and unplug those injectors. They're held in by some security clips, so you have to pop those little clips up, then push. Probably be best if you just pop it up with like this.
Use a pry tool.
Yeah. So go through them and pop them all up. Yeah, that one popped up already. Yep. Then you can go back in and squeeze them and pull them up normal.
Get on this side.
Yeah, I'll switch sides with you. There you go. And they should just squeeze.
Yeah, squeeze it in.
So the squeeze tab, if you didn't know, people, is right here. This black piece. Right in front of this red tab.
This one up. I think it went back down. Yeah. That one tricked us. We tried to catfish us.
Oh, man. This big thing in the way.
Yeah. So you can see.
Did it go back down on you again?
No.
Okay. Now you can hit it with the flathead. You can actually push it in with the flathead if you don't want to stick your hands down in there.
No, that one was acting. That one was being difficult.
Both of them being difficult.
Yeah.
I think it's just the angle. Now these is kind of rough on your fingers, don't you agree?
Yeah.
I can't really feel my fingertips no more, so that's what I'm kind of asking. I use them so much, so they...
Yeah, that one kind of tough.
All right, so what you do is grab that flathead and push the button in with the flathead.
It's right here.
Yeah. There you go. I think it clicked, yep.
Yep.
Just like that. Just push it in, pull up.
Oh. Hmm. Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright,
Yeah, the out thing, I broke it.
it's fine. I'll fix it. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is grab that 8 again and
Same
start
8.
undoing the
intake.
Yep, the intake is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 of them. Now, just like before, just double check everything. Make sure nothing is connected before you pull up on it.
Nope.
So you can either grab it from right here. Don't grab it from right there. That'll break. So just
the whole thing.
Yeah, the rail. You can grab it from the rail. Perfect. And you can just kind of slide it this way because it's going to want to go this way.
Well, it's a tab holding it on.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, tab didn't want to let it go.
Probably want to get the other things to pry. So there's the tab right there.
Yep. I think it's...
There you go. Just kind of move it this way. Make sure the line is not stressing. So that's perfect. Oh, your engine is actually pretty clean.
Yeah. Despite the oil leak.
Yeah. So normally it'd be like heavy dust build up right up through here.
I keep my car clean.
Yeah, you do. So we're still gonna vacuum up the dust just to be on the safe side before we move on. So I'm gonna go grab the vacuum and we're gonna kind of suck the dust off so we won't get inside the intake.
Yeah.
All right, I got the vacuum here. We're gonna turn that on a little bit. But as you can see, all that oil puddling up inside here, that's how you know when it's leaking, because you can kind of take with everything on, and let me where that light, I got it right here. You can kind of take a peek down in there, and you see at the very bottom, you see a little pool of oil. That's how you know when your oil cooler is leaking.
You told me 2 years ago that I had to
Was it 2 years ago?
when I first got this car.
Oh,
You
man.
said it has oil cooler issues.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember. I think I tell everybody. I tell so many people. Let's go ahead and turn on the vacuum. I'm going to go grab you a clean rag right here and you can just wipe down the surface. So the reason I suck the big debris off, so when I wipe, I won't accidentally wipe anything in the intake runners. All right. The next thing we're gonna do, it's easier to actually unplug these connectors when we actually get it up and out of here. So there's 6 bolts holding it. I think it's 6 bolts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bolts holding this thing down. And I'm gonna give him the tools for that now. So just swap with that A. Now this is a E. Let me see. It's an E8. Yep.
You found it in any set?
Yeah, I'm gonna post a link. I have a little set right there, but that set is expensive. I'm gonna post a little bit more cheaper set.
So, oh yeah, right here.
Yeah. that may have enough torque just to bust it loose. You can just hit it.
I'm trying to.
Kind of switch angles here.
That's a lot of oil.
Now we're gonna clean that up as well.
Hold on.
Yeah, my busted tubes. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab a coolant bucket because we're gonna lose some coolant.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
Strip this under there.
It's on the side.
Yeah, it's a little hidden. All right, now kind of give it a shake just to make sure that you have them all. Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay, it's not that pressurized. Yeah, just let that die down.
Yeah.
So
Keep forgetting it's coolant.
it's under just a slight bit of pressure.
Just lean it to relieve it.
Yeah, my brother did just get here. We did let it cool off a good little while, but sometimes that's not enough. You should actually work on it after them set for maybe about an hour or two. There we go.
Oh, we didn't disconnect the sensors.
Yeah, we're gonna disconnect the sensors now. So
you need the pry tool.
yeah, it's got a little security clip. You may be able to pull it off my hand. I think it's already pulled out.
Yeah, it felt like it.
Oh, it's being a pain. Okay, there it is.
Oh.
The clip was kind of hidden. It's right here.
The next one is gonna be like that.
Uh-oh, what failed?
That E.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to jack the car up probably now.
I get it.
Get that. The next one, you probably want to pull the oil cooler out a little bit.
To get to.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And the clip felt like it was broken on this one. It was missing a clip. Yeah, so it just pulled right out. Yeah, it was missing. So, I don't know. Maybe warranty work or something now. Now, the next thing we're going to do is get some pliers. So I'm going to go grab them now. Here's some pliers. You just pull it out a little bit and you can access it then.
Well,
Yeah, just pull it up.
It's strapped right there.
Okay. You still, let me see. Yeah, like that.
Like
now,
this.
Turn it towards you.
Yeah.
It's ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? I have a hard time on right.
Oh. You want me to get it?
I think I got it.
Perfect. Watch it spilling oil, so you may want to turn it upside down. There you go.
Yeah, it's spilling oil good.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is dry all this mess up. We're gonna have to change the oil on this thing too because it's starting to mix.
With the water.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
No.
But,
As long as you change the oil.
yeah.
Somebody don't drop the washer down in there.
All right, so yeah, don't drop something. So we're gonna clean this up now. It ain't gonna be that bad. Just let it soak.
Yeah. You're gonna need some rags. Oh yeah.
Turn on that wet vac and suck it up.
Yeah.
separator area. Don't get it in the intake though.
Okay.
Just spray down in the valley. You have to spray it up right because that can is almost empty.
Yeah, I see.
You spray it air. I kind of set you up on that one.
You did.
Let me see.
Oh man, it's really empty. You stand back and do it.
We just need a little bit. That didn't work out that well. All right, now you can stick that rag down in there and dry everything up. Wipe down the gasket surface again before you get the rag dirty. See all that oil and stuff. All right, now you can stick it down in there and dry it up.
If not, you still gonna be smelling that oil when you drive.
You won't really smell anything.
Oh.
That's mostly coolant.
Yeah.
It'll go away one day.
Ouch.
Oh, be careful.
Keep forgetting it's hot.
So, while we soak that up, I'm gonna go over here and prep the
old.
the new one.
I mean the old one. I mean the new one. Yeah.
So, what I like to do is first off make sure my O-rings is not falling out, and very important, I like to take some grease and just lightly coat it here. That way, when it go down in there, the gasket won't rip or anything. Voila. And now it's ready to go on. Let me double check this. So that's another little trick. Take a screwdriver and just stick it down in there if you're really trying to get the oil and everything out the cracks and crevices. You see what I'm doing, Ralph?
Yep. I was doing it the hard way.
Yeah. So if you want to get everything, you just stuff this rag down in there. And we're almost done.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's what we want. Oh, now they want to cry. All right. Now grab the new one. Well, we got to transfer the sensors over now. Oh. So let's get the appropriate wrench. Probably want to stay that on the floor and do that. Yeah. Because the new one is messy. So.
Well, you don't want to get the new one messy.
Yeah. Put it on that rag. There you go. And I think I don't have the right size on me. Let me go grab the right size wrench.
What's a 19?
Nah, it's like a 21 or something.
Oh.
So it's actually a 27 for the big one and a 19 for the small one. So go ahead and buzz that one off. Perfect. And here's the 19. You have to take the adapter off. Take the adapter off.
You did say take the adapter off.
Uh-oh, I was wrong. Unless I gave you the wrong socket.
Gave me the wrong socket.
I'm setting you
okay.
up. I was paying attention. I'm trying to make sure the camera angle was right. Yeah. All right. Now that we got these out, we're going to put them back in by hand, but we're going to put some RTV. I can't find the appropriate sealant, so I'm going to let you put the RTV around the threads. That's another little trick you can do. Uh-oh. There we go. Zoom out a little bit so they can see. So you just need a little dab. That's good. That's actually too much.
It squirted out fast.
Yeah. Took you by surprise. That's perfect. So.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the new one up here. Oh, wrong hole.
It's the big one?
Yeah. And then grab the other one.
And line up right. There you go.
If I say your hand coordination must be off.
Yeah. Then tighten it up with the ratchet, right?
Yep, tighten it up with the ratchet. It don't take much. You're probably best to put it on the floor so you can
Get some leverage.
Yeah, get some leverage on it. Just kind of put your foot on it lightly. And it's just wrist tight. You don't need to really torque down too majorly on it.
Just make sure it's in there.
Yeah. It's gonna start feeling some resistance. That should be good, because it may just keep turning. As long as you got that sealing on there, it's good.
Yeah.
And last one. Wrong way. Righty tighty, lefty.
Yep.
loosey. That should be good.
All right.
Now, it's probably good because this clip is broken, but it's easier to put them on, like turn them in a way where you can reach the clips.
Oh,
but this
okay.
bottom one don't even matter because it's
It
it's
was
messed
broke
up.
like that
Yeah.
before.
No, this one not broken. I don't think. Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Yeah. Somebody must have been in here.
Somebody was in here.
So the trick to this is the same way you got it out. I'll probably help you because it's probably gonna be a little. I'm gonna let you try it first.
Do the tube first.
Well, you're gonna have to squeeze it together first, and this part is a little strange. It gets strange right here. Let me get around here.
Man, wait a minute.
So, there's two ways you can do it. You can either grab it with the pliers and slide this back, then push it up on there, and then grab the clip, then slide it on. So that way may be easier for you.
Yeah.
Or the other way, it take a little bit more skill to do. So, oh yeah, that's the way I was talking about. So, seems like you got the skills to pay the bills.
Sometimes.
So make sure it's slid up there really good though.
Yeah.
I should put some grease around it, but that's good. That's perfect. You did that. Now it's time to plug up the connectors. Then we can torque them down.
Okay.
So on that connector with the broke, connector, I want you to put some RTV around that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you exactly where to put it. So don't plug that in just yet.
Oh. It ain't going on there right anyway.
Yeah, because it's upside down.
Oh.
You have to plug it in like so. So what you're gonna do is probably put a little dab of RTV on the back side of the connector, so when it slides on there, that stuff will dry and it'll be permanently locked in place. Okay. Well, not permanently, but it'll be locked in. Yeah, it won't move. You don't have to worry about the oil. I think that's the oil sensor sliding out. That's perfect. So.
Let me go this way.
Yeah, remember I was telling you about the connectors, by them being, turning them away where you can easily get to the clip. Yeah. Well, this one don't have a clip, but it don't matter.
Come on. All right. Well,
I got you.
A little trouble.
Yeah.
There you go.
Voila. Make sure it's pushed in.
This one should be easy.
Yeah, that one is easy. All right, bam. That clip right in there. Now, let me grab the torque specs, line your bolt holes up, and start threading them up by hand with the E8. And the torque specs are right here. Excuse me. Okay, so we're looking for oil cooler. Let's see. Oil filter housing, oil cooler to engine block. Them 6 bolts. Either 12 Newton meters or 106 inch-pounds. So let's set this up. All right. So we're gonna change it to inch-pounds. Let's do Newton meters. 12 Newton meters. Voila. Okay, now I need an adapter. So let me go find that. All right, check back in with you. Let's see what's going on. Did you catch any threads?
It's like it's trying to catch it.
Let me take a feel.
It's trying.
Oh, because it's not down in it. It's, yeah, and now look, we're gonna have to pull it back up. You see that seal right there? Now, so go ahead and undo it. You gotta make sure them seals stay in place.
Yeah, I just turned a little bit.
So the seal fell out.
Oh, it fell out.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to pull it back up. We should be able to pull it back up enough where we can get the seal back in. So go ahead and pop that seal O-ring back in. So definitely want to make sure those stay in there. So what's not lining up is this. Let me see. It's that rubber piece. It's a rubber piece right here in the front. So let me see. Can I feel for it now? So it's too high. So let me get over here. That's why I put grease on this rubber piece right here. Let me see. Can I shine some light on the situation? Is my light over here?
No, I'm right there.
Okay. So, right down there, there's a drain back tube. I'm gonna have to push it down so we can kind of. All right, I'm gonna have to put the camera down for this. All right, good people. What I had to do is actually switch the gaskets. The gaskets was too thick. So, as you can see,
prevent it to lock in.
Not prevent it from going down in there. Yeah. So it slides down in there perfectly fine now.
Now we can hand tighten.
Yeah. Now you see why I don't like Amazon sometimes.
Only order for Amazon if you want to work hard.
Yeah, definitely. So we figured that out. Because I was just fighting with it. I was like, what is going on? No, I'm not crazy. So,
oh, man.
I thought we had a defective part there for a second. So I got kind of worried. Oh, man, we got to put the old one back on there.
All right.
So let me turn the torque wrench back on because it cut off. All right. You got all them hand tight?
Yeah.
Except these up here, right? Oh, well, I mean,
yeah.
I got you. I can't find my quarter drive, so.
Oh, you already said it.
Yep, you already setting up, ready to go. Now you can just go ahead and start screwing out with that. I know it's big and bulky, but it'll work.
It's working.
So it's gonna vibrate at you, and it's pay attention. It's gonna turn green.
And that's when you know
You
it's
stop. If you go into the red, you slightly over.
No, we don't want the red.
It's fine, as long as you don't keep going, but it'll turn red on you. You'll see. So do that one and then crisscross back to the front.
So you have even
Clamping force.
clamping force, yeah.
Perfect. Jump to the front, crisscross.
All right. Here.
Yep, applesauce. Wrong boat. Here you go.
Gotta get the right boat.
Yeah. And our light is going dead. But we good. That's fine. Would it go to 13?
Yeah.
That's fine. You already came off that one, so that one should be
So
tight.
this one.
Yep, that one, and it's gonna be that hidden one.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's the hidden one right there. Voila. It's perfect. Now, we are going to change the plugs on this car, but we're going to do that off camera. But the next thing we're going to do is put back on the lower intake. After I put the lower intake back on, we're going to change out the plugs and then cut back in when we're putting the intake back on, the upper intake. So go ahead and flip that over. Well, try to flip it over gently so we can change out the gaskets. And they're not going anywhere.
No.
With that flathead screwdriver, you know, very gently pry out the gaskets. Try to stay away from the injector tip.
Oh.
Yeah, just
So
a
go
little
on the
tip.
back side.
Yeah, because you don't want to damage the injector tip. It'll mess up the spray. There you go. So I'm going ahead and give you the gaskets. Oh, I'm dropping stuff now. So it's two different types. You have the rectangle, squarish. Then you have the one with the little groove cut in it. That's for these. So this is for the upper.
These for the lower. Make sure they nice and snug.
Yep. Now you didn't get no knockoff gasket kit, did you?
Nah, man. We didn't go all the way Amazon. You can go some Amazon, not all the way.
Didn't we try to find the all aluminum one? I couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't have luck with that.
Guys, if any of you know the part number for the all aluminum oil cooler, I found it once, but I forgot to write down the part number. Drop down in the comments. Give me the part number, guys. That'll help me out for future oil cooler replacements. All right, so while you are putting the intake back down, the lower intake back down in place, I'm gonna grab the torque specs. So, let's see, intake manifold. AJ, put that cat down. So, 12 Newton meters for the lower one. Yep.
You got stuff out the way.
Yeah, make sure you're not on any gaskets.
No, I'm just drop this down in there.
It's looking good. You got one injector gasket and connector in the way right there. There you go. So just at this time, just double check, make sure there's no connectors in the way.
Nope. Now it looks good.
All right.
What
The 8 right there.
if I put the socket
Perfect.
I could do it.
So we're gonna hand tighten these, and we'll jump back in when we're torquing them down. Look, this is flicked it some kind of way. There you go.
Man.
Okay, so the connector came out a little bit. So we're gonna have to twist it back around, I think. Have to pull it back up.
Oh, the whole intake.
Yeah, twist it back, and that'll be easiest. Connector is in the way.
Been fighting with it.
Yeah. Twist it very gently. There we go. There we fix that. Now, try it again. That'll be out this time. Oh.
Round 2.
Yep. Oh, I still got in the way. Look at this jump.
Really?
There we go. Connector. Just.
I think it happened.
There we go.
Yeah, because it rotates on you.
Now, we're going to hand seat them, man. Torque them down. So, I'll cut back in. I'm going to help him hand tighten these down. So again, these are 12 Newton meters, and we're also going to do them in like a crisscross pattern. Perfect. So while he's doing that, I'm going to put the camera down and try to remove these upper gaskets. So I just finished putting the gaskets, the upper plenum gaskets on there. So we're almost finished torquing down the lower intake. Next thing we're gonna do is plug the injectors back in, because we don't want to forget those. The car will not start. So, what, you're just double checking them now?
Yep.
Oh, after this one. Now guys, I highly recommend you torque the intake down, both intakes and the oil cooler down. Highly recommend it. So, just so everything can go as planned.
Come up.
It's being difficult.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's why it's important to go back over it, because
Yep.
I think you done torqued those down.
Yeah, but it changes.
Yeah, I have the seat in place a little bit. Now I think you're good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're good.
let's plug back in the injectors. Push this back in place. Bam.
This one gave us a problem.
Which one?
That one right here.
Make sure you hear click. that ensures they properly in place. Sorry about the wiring harness in the way you can't really see, but all of them are in there now.
Yep. Well, this one didn't click.
Well, it's in there if you can't pull it out. That's the most important thing. Let me double check. Yeah, it's in there. As long as you can't pull it out, it's fine. And just go back over them, guys. Just like give them a nice little small tug to make sure they're in there. All right, the last thing I'm gonna do, this video doesn't have anything to do with it, so I'm gonna do it off camera, is change the plugs. So I'll be right back once we get ready for the intake. Okay, got all the plugs in there. Even though Champion came out, it's hard to tell because they're iridium. So, but you put Bosch back in there. German cars, good people. Another good tip, anytime you take up an intake that's covering up the 3 plugs, like these are covered up, it's always wise to go back in with at least 3 coils. That way you know they're new and you don't have to pull back up the intake anymore. Now this is some kind of sound deadening material. You can put it back down there if you want. I always call them rat nests. Yeah, but I'm gonna put it back down there. All right, grab the intake and wipe it, the surface of the upper intake.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
So flip that over and wipe down the surface. That should be good. Now remember how we put it on there? We had to, we got to slide it in those front bolts first. There you go, just like that. So once it slide in there, it's not fully slid in, but it says something's locking it in place. The bolts, you probably have to pull some of the bolts up. Let's make sure, lift it up, make sure the gaskets are on there. Okay, we're good. So now I think it's about seated. So the only way to tell is to grab your, what is it? 8s. Okay.
8mm.
Yeah. So we're gonna run these up and we'll be back when we getting ready to torque them down. So got all the bolts ran up by hand. We're gonna meet the torque spec in the middle. See, it says 7 to 9. I'm gonna do 8. And this is very important, especially the upper one, because you have bolts that's gripping into plastic. So you can easily strip these out. So if you don't have a torque wrench, be very careful. I understand sometimes you have to do what you gotta do. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, next one. You already torqued that one.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
Oh, you didn't get that one either?
Nope.
Okay. Thought you did. You get these, boom.
No, I didn't get this one.
Cool.
Right.
Now the next thing I'm gonna do is just a reversal process. We're nearly home, good people. So we're gonna put that bracket back on first. I think that'll be the easiest to do right now.
This bolt.
You want me to thread it in there? I know you had a hard time with it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Got to reach down in there.
So got that back on there for him. We're just gonna push this bracket. I mean, this wiring harness, it sticks to the
push
stud.
it up.
Yeah, it flips around. That's gonna be the hardest part. Here we go. Bam. So we're putting the 10s back on now.
And there's another one right here.
Now, most people will leave this bracket off, but here at Alex Car Doctor, everything goes back on.
Yeah.
It may seem silly, but I think the engineers know what they're doing when they're putting this stuff, you know, designing this stuff.
Of course.
So,
Of course.
and if you guys just had this done to your particular car, this kind of job, tune up, valve cover gasket, oil cooler, check that bracket, because I guarantee you they didn't even put the 10 millimeters back on both ends, because I see it all the time. Anybody, you know, if I go behind someone, another mechanic, they never put these bracket bolts back on, and sometimes they'll leave brackets off. So pull your cover off, look at your engine.
And just see if they put them back on.
Yes, because some people, you know, some mechanics are lazy and they
Don't
won't.
think it's necessary.
Yep. Make sure they put all your bolts back on your car. And you don't have to be that mechanically inclined to know that you're missing a bracket right here. So a quick tip, Ralph. This is how a lot of mechanics forget to tighten up bolts. What I teach my viewers is if you touch that bolt right then and there, like you run it up,
Tighten it up.
go ahead and tighten it up, because a lot of mechanics, newbies especially, they'll go in, hand tighten everything, then go back and try to tighten it back up. What'll happen on most occasions, let's say for instance you do that and you get called away from the job, and
it won't get tight.
yeah, so you come back and be like, oh, everything is tight, you know. So it's best if you touch it, go ahead and tighten it up. That's my rule.
Yep, it's a good rule.
Yeah. Did you tighten these back in?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and plug in all your hoses. Crankcase vent. I got left one right.
Oh, this is anger. And no, these go over here. Oh, it went into the. It goes into the air.
I don't think this one does. This one goes into this.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah, you're right. See? Yeah. It's
gotcha.
good. It's good that you
No,
get working
this
with
one
me.
intake air, and that one is. So you can just shove that one down in there like that. Nope. See the rubber right here? There you go. Perfect. And this goes into that intake.
Yeah.
So everything looks good. Now there's a hose down here that we took off, so let's not forget about that.
Yeah. We got a dangler.
So, yeah.
It don't go all the way up. Let's see, I think we supposed to. We
Oh,
were
yeah,
supposed to
that's
clamp
the way.
this.
Yeah, we kind of messed ourselves up there.
I was like, wait a minute.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Well, guys, learn from our mistake. Don't put that on yet.
Oh man, now it goes on.
Yeah.
Oh, the other way. This the one that had a hard time with it.
Now, this piece goes into like a little back here. Okay,
Oh,
it's
that-
clipped in. It's a rubber piece
That
back
little
here
plastic.
that it kind of secures in place
It's a
into,
bumper.
yeah, something like that. This route's like that. This goes there. Everything's starting to look original again.
Okay.
And this line goes up like so.
Right there.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that guess that goes under. Something look funny. So this secures right here.
Oh.
All right.
Then this goes on.
Nope, it goes the other way. Here you go. Try that. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Sometimes it be the simplest things that be hard.
Yep.
Grab this tool. Make sure I get everything back in order. Now we are going to change the oil on this car.
Because you definitely don't want water in your oil.
Yeah.
Save you a lot of trouble. So, it's tight.
All right. So before we actually start it, I'm going to go ahead and push it over on the lift and jack it up and drain this oil. It already have a new filter in it. These come with new filters. All right, we will give you guys the start up when we get back from changing the oil. Okay, we just drained the oil. Always check and see if you have a filter in these. They're supposed to come with new filters, but we just got finished checking. We just topped it off with oil. Now Ralph is gonna do the honors of starting it up before we put the cover back on it. AJ, you cleaning my engine? Wow, she sounds great. Now this time you want to listen out for any hissing or any high revving. If it is hissing or high revving, that means one of the seals are not properly in place and you have a vacuum leak. So hopefully that's not the case. Also, at this time, check your coolant because we did lose a little bit of coolant. So we're gonna check that now and top that off. After you get that all topped off, take it for a drive around the block and shine your light down in there and make sure it's not pooling up with any oil. So those are my tips. All right, good people, that is how good of a teacher I am. I think I did okay. Alex Car Doctor out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next, thumbs up, big thumbs up. See you guys on the next repair tutorial. Alex Car Doctor out.